communities facing a disaster receive critical emergency alerts that help protect lives. My bill directs FEMA to support local authorities by authorizing $30 million annually for communities to conduct testing and live exercises of their emergency alert systems. It would help define clear roles and responsibilities across intergovernmental agencies. The REACT Act would also help standardize emergency alerts with messages that are clearer and easier to understand by the public. Clear and direct communication during a crisis is key. And the bill would also support public education campaigns so people know how these alerts work and how to properly respond. FEMA would also publish an annual transparency report that tracks exercises, training, and testing across alerting authorities. This shouldn't be a partisan issue. Disasters can strike in blue states and red states alike. We've seen deadly hurricanes in the southeast, earthquakes and wildfires in the west, and extreme storms and flooding across the country. We also know extreme weather events are expected to worsen with climate change. We need action now. We need the federal government to provide more support, training, and resources so communities can be better prepared for when the next disaster strikes. I want to emphasize how lucky we are in the Bay Area to have local governments like San Mateo County and San Francisco that have really prioritized the emergency alert systems. And I'd like to particularly thank the San Francisco and San Mateo Departments of Emergency Management for all of their input in helping craft this legislation. So with that, it is my honor to turn the podium over to Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi. I am incredibly grateful to be with her today here in her district. As we all know, she is a steadfast champion for the people of San Francisco, who she has so boldly represented throughout her career. She's the greatest speaker in the history of the country, and it's an honor to bring her to the podium. Madam Speaker, the podium is yours.
Thank you very much, Congressman Mullen, and thank you so much for your leadership in putting forth this legislation. While it is called the REACT Act, we cannot react unless we are prepared, and that's what your bipartisan legislation is about. I'm honored to be a co-sponsor of your legislation. You have described it all very well, the need for it and the rest. I just want to put it in a little perspective. Right now we're having a fight in Washington about reducing the role of FEMA, the funding for FEMA and the rest, which is, again, not a statement of our commitment to protecting people if we're going to reduce something that's going to come in and help people in case of a natural disaster or any other disaster. Thank you for your leadership. It's an honor to represent San Francisco with you. I know the mayor will agree with me on that, in that he came just in a couple terms, has been effective from the start. He was you should know this about him, he was the second in command in the state legislature for more years than anyone else in that role. And so an effective legislature from the start in Congress. This legislation is bipartisan, and that speaks very well as to his effectiveness. But we have a responsibility. I'm honored to be here with Marianne Carroll. Let me just say, Marianne Kelly, Department of Emergency Management, Chief Dean Crispin. Chief, I always say in my comments that our firefighters are our nobility. They're our nobility. They keep us safe, men and women, in the firefight as firefighters in one way or another. We have a responsibility to the public, and you honor it at the risk of lives and safety for your members. Thank you for that leadership. County Executive Gallagher, welcome to San Francisco. I'm so glad that this is a regional presentation, and that's because of Kevin representing San Francisco and San Mateo County. Dr. DePodko, Director of San Mateo Emergency Management. He's a physician, in addition. That doctor has many blessings to us in all this. So you see the comprehensive approach. But let me just now go to my purpose here is to introduce the mayor. We have a responsibility, elected officials. We have a responsibility as representatives of the government, whether it was local, state, or national, to protect people, safety, whether it's community safety or safety in any form. And when there is a disaster, we have a responsibility to them to try to keep them as safe as possible, either by preparation or by response to it. We are blessed in San Francisco with a mayor who understands that full well, with all of the responsibilities of an executive, and I say that Mr. Callaghy understands that as well, with all the responsibilities. First and foremost, safety in every stage of challenge in all of that is our responsibility. In the private sector and the non-private sector, before he became mayor, he understood this and the challenges that he undertook for our community. So it is perfectly a combination to have Congressman Mullen's REACT Act, also again represented by the mayor of San Francisco here. Welcome to the podium, Mayor Daniel Lurie.
Once again, you're taking that live look there out of San Francisco as we're listening into legislators. They're speaking on improving the nation's emergency alert and warning systems. We'll head back to that in just 2 short minutes here on Live Now from Fox. And if you are just joining us, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. My name is Christy Matino. I've been here for the past several hours with you. We are going to go away for that break. We do have a lot of live events slated. Again, President Trump is very busy there today in Washington, D.C. We'll cover all of that next as well.
Chen wanted a pool. May wanted the beach. They both won.
Confused by the Medicare ABCs? If you have Original Medicare, then you have Parts A and B. Have you considered Part C? Medicare Part C is sometimes known as a Medicare Advantage Plan. And a Medicare Advantage Plan from Simply Healthcare is one of the best ways to help protect yourself from out-of-pocket Medicare costs. If you only have Medicare Parts A and B, there are 3 things you should do. 1. Call the number on your screen. 2. Give the licensed insurance agent your zip code. 3. See what Part C plans with additional benefits from Simply Healthcare are available to you. 1, 2, 3. It's that easy. If you're losing benefits, moving, or new to Medicare, you may be eligible to enroll in a Simply Healthcare plan today. You don't get a Medicare Advantage plan automatically. Call to find out if you're eligible for a special enrollment period. If you only have Medicare Parts A and B, there are 3 things you should do. 1. Call the number on your screen. 2. Give the licensed insurance agent your zip code. 3. See what Simply Healthcare plans with additional benefits are available to you. 1, 2, 3. It's that easy. If you're losing benefits, moving, or new to Medicare, you may be eligible to enroll in a plan today, but you won't know unless you call. Call today for your free Medicare benefits review. The call is free. There's no obligation.
Call 800-935-1627. That's 800-935-1627.